I miss a dominant masculinity.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld, the grown man who dated a teenage girl in high school, not an 18-year-old one when he was 38 years old, they could never make me like you. And listen, I know usually I do a more eloquent breakdown of the news, but listen, every time this old fogey opens up his rat from flushed away looking mouth, we as society are reminded that he is about 15 years too late for admittance to the retirement home. Recently in an interview, Jerry Seinfeld went off to talk about how he misses the good old days and toxic dominant masculinity. And he went on to describe this as an agreed upon hierarchy, which of course the silent part was that straight white men were sitting at the top of this. Based on his further description of the good old days, though, in the interview, I can only imagine a scene set somewhere on a porch somewhere in which he's sipping pina coladas with Epstein and Cosby near the local high school. Or maybe a public playground. And of course, in the interview, he went on to give a list of people he defined as real men from the good old days, including Sean Connery, the man who often said this right here. Yeah, that's your good old days? And you know, Jerry, I would tell you to go pick on someone your own size, but by the looks of it, most women probably are larger than you. I don't actually know how tall Jerry Seinfeld is in real life, but he looks like someone who's perfectly built to play the role of Charles Entertainment Cheese at the nearest Chuck E. Cheese, ears and all. Like, you're out here lecturing about real masculinity and femininity. Aren't you the guy who voiced a cartoon bee in a children's movie? Although I truly do believe that on the casting call list for the live-action shoot of Shrek, they have his name listed as number 1 on calls for Donkey. I mean, look at him. You'd hardly have to put any makeup on him, and he already knows how to be a jack. But to be fair, he doesn't look a day over 150, which must be roughly around when he was born to repeatedly be in the headlines with these sorts of opinions on society. It's no wonder why there's so many people who've worked in Hollywood that have so many horror stories about Jerry Seinfeld. Anytime he's around, no one seems to be having a good time. This man has always exuded such terrible energy that growing up, before all this stuff was even made public, my dad's brothers were obsessed with Seinfeld and always trying to get him into it, and for some reason he always just refused to enjoy that show, and now we know why. My dad was one of very few men who looked at a 38-year-old dating a 17-year-old and went, we're all really going to let this happen and just ignore it back in the 90s. My dad literally went to his grave being anti-Jerry Seinfeld, and he never really explained to us why, but now we know.